Yes, drum nerds! Drum nerd S's! Like, subscribe. We are getting so quick at saying that right at the beginning. 1740. I'm sure something happened in that year of importance. 1,740 subscribers. Wow. Sorry, it's been a minute. Well, it's only been a few days. Right, I got to be quick with this because England is playing their first World Cup football match in about an hour. I just had a mortgage phone call. I got a phone British Gas. It's all fun stuff. It's all great, but I got my coffee. I got my Band Maid. So we shan't be worrying. Right, I think this is a House of Blues. This is only a snippet of the live show, and I'm excited because I know what live drums sound like, and I've missed that sound. So, endless story. House of Blues. Let's have a... And this is I say a few days ago. It's about 20 days ago. Let's have a go. And nothing. I need to be on the phone to the internet provider. Oh. See, the sound engineer has mic'd up that bass drum very well, as you'd expect. Don't live drums just make your day? Honest to God, 100%. There is something special about recordings and all that stuff, but that's basically saying, hey, get this perfect, you have X amount of time, provided the monetary budget is there. But this is what I can do on the fly, and we've mic'd it up, and I've tuned it up, and this is the best, clearest representation of her, the drummer, and of the drum kit. Yeah. Those BVs are coming in nicely as well. Often not the case with a lot of gigs. Nice throwaway hi-hat swash there. Let's go back to that. Great bass pattern too. Ba-ba-ba-ka. That ka being the snare. Oh, sorry, that just made me remember. Baka apparently is a swear word, or I guess it's sugar honey iced tea in Japanese. I didn't know that. I'm going to keep speaking drum, but obviously I hope my entire Japanese audience, which nobody's called me out on it except for somebody from the States, usually the case with these things, I've never been swearing at anybody. You know that. I'm sure you've known that. I love that. See, we had those stabs on that china. Well, yeah. Ooh. Nice drum roll. Yep. I love the ba 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 ba. I used to do that. I'm a big fan of that, and it's quite a. I'm trying to think if Keith Moon's ever done that or where it comes from. I think it's definitely 60s, 70s kind of. And then maybe got reimagined and brought back to life in the early 2000s, the leaning really heavy onto your bass drum. Because a lot of the time, and personally when I did it, and I don't know that I could speak for Akane here, but you're making such an emphasis to use a drum that isn't a drum that you see people use, if you know what I mean. So everybody sees a drummer with their hands, and I don't know if I'm going to explain this very well, but that is emphasizing... It's really hard for me to explain this, but you're driving home the fact that, yeah, there's also a drum down here, and I'm going to use it like I would use it if I had hands to use it. If you see, I don't think I'm making as much sense as I would have hoped to, and that's okay, explaining that in front of thousands of people. I don't mind, but that's at least what was in my thought process of really stabbing home and emphasizing that drum that doesn't usually get used other than to lay a foundation. You know what I mean? And all the fun gets to be had by the hands. I don't know. I'll just play the video. If that made absolutely no sense to you, but in a way it did, and you're not sure how, like the video, please. Oh, that was a great snare roll. Now we've double timed it, so you could hear that double time. Here. You can hear that difference. I'm assuring that you've heard that difference. Or what it was is instead of double time, that was a halftime previously, and then it's gone back to a regular feel. Either way, you could hear that shift. It was you could draw a line in where that happened. And Akane even did a fill to let you know that's what then happened right before. Personally, I love riding into that crash, and I love that she loves doing that too, just really laying into that. Wow, that was cool. That was cool. Right, only a snippet, only a brief little bit of that. Right, I've almost finished my coffee. There's a bunch over there still that I'm going to crack on with. But welcome to Colin's Midnight. No, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm just going to stop. You understand I live alone. I have very few friends. You see why now. Right, like, subscribe. That was pretty fantastic in so many different ways because it was the first time I think I've properly gotten to see. Hey, only 7 minutes. I might wrap this by 10. The first time I actually got to see in full swing and in full unadulterated drumming, of live environment. Obviously, the recording sounds have diminished, but that's not because of what they're putting out. That's what the device is capturing. I think that was somebody's probably iPhone or, VHS recorder, if that person still exists. But the point is, that's where the diminishing sound return would come from, not from the level of PA and mic'd up ability. They would have a great sound crew with them. So all of that sounds fantastic. What they've done, I loved seeing those orange cabs as well. Yeah, what a great sight, finally seeing that. The drums sound fantastic. I've made no sense. I gotta get into seeing A Man About a Woman. I don't know what movie that's from, if it's even from a movie. I need more coffee, clearly, because this isn't a functional way to be. I do need to go and get some food from the store in preparation for the football. Let's get excited. I know it's a weird time, but obviously Qatar is that wonderful football nation. They've got such a rich football history, and I'm sure I'm going to be splitting some hairs with this controversial statement, but we all know what that was done. That was a money. We're looking at a money grab there because November is not World Cup season. But here we go. Football's coming home. What do you think? Who do you think's going to win the World Cup? Obviously Canada, because they've made it in. Right. I am really happy, though, for Canada. I cannot wait to see them. Got a hard group. Don't see how they're going to beat Belgium, but haven't made it in there for 35 years, and then they've made it in there, so that could be indicative that we're going to just steamroll everybody. Cool. I'm going to stop now because I love football, and I cannot wait to see it, and I love Band Maid, and I cannot wait to see more, and I love all of you drum nerds and nerdesses, and I can't wait to see more of you commenting in the sections below the video and just subscribing. Clearly, you know that in order to function more appropriately in the future, I need more than half a cup of coffee. So that's what we've learned today. That's the takeaway. Be well, keep your stick on the ice, go and do something amazing.